blindly if you'd asked me, but maybe pull this one out. We saw the OD, not a very popular pick at all times, but you put it all together, it may feel something a pie. All the ingredients, they come together, you bake it, get to about 50 minutes, and
Prepare
then
for battle.
pie. I don't know if that's the proper analogy for this game. Some people also like cake, but sometimes it's cake or death, and then, well, we got it. That's the big problem here. So we'll see. RNG, what do you think? They gonna win?
Yeah. I like that OD pick a lot. In the past, I'm a big fan. I actually brought up the hero quite a lot on our panels in the past as well. Finally, we get to see it. And yeah, it counters pretty much my lineup. Glimpse.
And?
Troll. So, in the lane.
More, or should I just stop asking? So, we'll see what they could do. RNG, they're down to their last game, their last leg. We'll see if they can pull it off and put themselves on a foot to stand on. It's going to be tough. Timber has not been the easiest hero to beat, but like you said, could be a bit of a counter. We'll see. But, for the first bounty runes to get picked up, before we get there, what do you think? What's going to be the most interesting lane?
Probably the mid lane, to be honest. Top lane should be pretty much unwinnable for the Prophet. Just want to see how much someone can get done. This lane, really. Switch blade queued up as well. Bounty runes each. So yeah, he's going for the pure right-click OD, which is something I like a lot. No Meteor Hammer.
It's been a bit of a staple for quite some time, but not here, at least from the looks of it. And there was that, Meteor Hammer Ags was the big go-to?
Yeah, Meteor Hammer Ags, or lots of builds he had, but I really am a big fan of that right-click build, especially against heroes like Timbersaw as well as Troll. And we'll see, it looks like a very free OD game, and free games for a player like Somnus, usually he will make very good use of that.
Yeah, we've seen him do it in the past. At points in that last game, it did feel like maybe he was going to get it done with this Zeus, but it was a bit difficult for him to really find the openings. I feel like with this OD and against what he's up against in this game, it is way more open, right? The lane's open. It feels like the game's going to be more open. He counters a lot of these heroes, so what do you really do? What's the way to shut down Somnus in this game?
Well, we'll have to come through the Disruptor and just to keep credibility of Disruptor Ducks here. If they can't do that, yeah, he's gonna be pretty unstoppable. Gets into fast Witchblade, maybe Blink after the BKB. It'll be very, very tough to deal with him. And also, I haven't really seen Toronto Tokyo like on the Timbersaw ever, so I don't know how comfortable is on a hero. We already said, like the difference between super good Timbersaws and just good Timbersaws is massive.
We'll have to see when, I feel like the gold standard right now is Amar on the Timbersaw, right?
Yeah, Ornisha on his mid Timbersaw also very strong.
We also saw 9 play the Timbersaw mid.
But that looked more like one of those more uncomfortable.
Yeah. Xnova going in, he is level 2. They're going to try and get a kill here on the Collapse, holding the Boundless Strike, and they don't hit it on Collapse, so he walks away, but still taking damage from Xnova, who is going to dive the tower. He puts the tree in front. Tower shots are starting to stack up. There's another tree, and now Xnova's in trouble. Oh dear, that is a great look for Collapse, not the best for Xnova.
Not the best for Ghost too, he misses Boundless.
Yeah. And now Xnova's still in trouble. He's got the rebound, he has the dispose, so with Ghost right there, he should be able to jump out if need be. Kaka on this Rubik. What do you think of Kaka's Rubik?
I've really seen it too much, to be honest. One of his more rare picks, right?
Feels like he's more...
He likes those melee fours.
Yeah.
Or strength four.
Yeah. Nyx, obviously, big one.
Yeah. Still have his Phoenix also he likes a lot, but yeah, Rubik, so much.
Earth Spirit's one of his big ones as well. So something a little bit different, in China when you're playing Rubik, every comparison's to FY.
I think Planet like the new.
Yeah, I was gonna say more recently it's been Planet who is a part of eHome, not at this event, by the way. But they've certainly played well in the past. We've talked about those guys on our own time. where you've got Shiro and Planet, a lot of those guys potentially the up-and-comers of the Chinese region. So will guys like Kaka still be valuable if guys like Planet can do it a little bit better? But we'll see what Kaka can do with this Rubik. Right now, OG's having a free time, but Troll 16-0. Natro,
Yeah.
having a fun time.
Only free farms. Troll free farms against the Nation Prophet. But yeah, mid lane is going to get really ugly soon. The more levels you're going to go up, the less the cooldown is on that. The less you can deal with a hero.
First blood comes out, X-Nova goes down, they're down to the tower, they've got the Boundless Strike with the Chingu going off.
A lot of Iron Shells.
Yeah, they want to chase after this Monkey King and make Ghost feel uncomfortable. And that's been the game plan for a lot of these victories when you're playing up against RNG. Maposhka getting low, on the run from Kaka, eventually falls to Chalice, who's back on this Nature's Prophet. So that goes well for RNG, but again, that bottom lane is where the concern comes out, because if Ghost finds himself, scared in lane and scared in this game, we've seen how it affects him going further and further out. They look to get the kill on a Toronto-Tokyo. The right clicks are in, but the damage isn't. Almost had that orb again. Probably would have finished him off, but unfortunately, for Somnus, there.
How do you lane now? Level 3 in the orb already. You're super low HP every time you come back, and it's gonna orb down again. Maybe level 6 with the Chakram spam, but he's pretty much out of mana, and he can't really afford to use the Soul Ring at all.
It's not been the easiest lane. That being said, 22-3, the CS is alright. He's also going to that small camp quite a bit.
Yeah, trying to get the stacks there, but the little break.
Kaka's sitting low, so is Chalice. Kaka's a bit far forward, trying to get the kill here on Maposhka. He's got the Fade Bolt finish. Will fade him out of existence, and now Kaka might be the one who's next on the list.
That's very fire.
Yatoro, fairy fire from Kaka. Still, the chase is on, and the kill is there, and he'll finish him off. Boundless Strike, the Jingu's in, and, well, Mirror's out. They're going to go for more. They want Collapse.
Dispose in 1.
They've got the rebound, they have the Dispose, but now with that he doesn't have the mana. He'll finally get it back up, and he'll look to get this kill on a Collapse. It will end up being 2 here, bottom for the side of RNG, and that's really going to help out this lane. That's the biggest thing for RNG. You need to bolster Ghost as much as possible. In the first game, Spirit were able to shut him down, and that was the pressure they felt the entire time in that game. 50 minutes of Lifestealer, and if you weren't watching, it was only 13,000 damage done by said Lifestealer. So not a good look. And you can see that the game plan there for Spirit is to abuse the lane, but RNG do a good job of deflecting that back.
Very hard to abuse the Monkey Marcy lane. Probably one of the strongest duelists in the entire game, especially against the Darkseid early on. Mid lane, top lane is also being lost, even though they have a troll there, which is usually considered a counter to Nature's Prophet. So yeah, this game is going terribly so far for Team Spirit.
Just a 1k net worth lead for now. They will find X-Nova, and they're going to try and stick on him. They've got the Avalanche. They'll look for the toss. Is the damage there? Not quite. They'll rebound away, and it's the offensive rebound for the side of RNG as they go after this Tiny once again, but with the vacuum, the chase is no longer on. And Courier going down.
One Punch Man.
The mana regen from that. 2 man goes into Clarity, so that'll kind of slow down maybe X-Nova's aggressiveness, right? He was only able to get the last kill because he had that bit of mana regen that brought back the Dispose. He didn't have the mana for it initially. That's how they got Collapse. And now he's got to be a little bit more weary with that mana and that resource that's available to him. 45 and 15 for this OD. An absolute terror.
Pretty worried for them because they don't have the best rotation heroes either.
Sprout, Maposhka in some trouble, but at the end of the day, he'll be fine. They've got the Avalanche as well as the toss. They'll take it to X-Nova. Here comes Somnus. Somnus is ready to drop it if he needs, but not necessary. Give the kill over to Ghost.
Dire's top
Some
tower
space for Timber, but top tower gone. Like, you're still losing all 3 lanes. Again, I don't know who's going to rotate for you. Timber also can't really rotate. He's not the best rotator. You don't really have stuns. Slowest going to be Chakram. Darkseid can't rotate. It's really all on the Tiny. And maybe the Disruptor.
So where does this game go for Spirit? Like, what's the way back in? They're only down 2k right now, but that is certainly enough to make you start to be a little bit more cautious, falling further behind, or taking advantage of this lead.
Got a play defense if your team is Spirit. Play a lot of defense because they will just run you over when you're being aggressive.
Sprout again, Samus is in, another time he comes over to the side lane, but this time it's more so the jungle.
Yeah.
And welcome to the jungle, Miposhka, because, well, he's got the kill. It ain't fun in games, that's for sure.
Still cutting bot lane. They can't really move, as I said already, and now
They want to collapse again. They'll drop the wall, Kaka's here, but Nova as well as the Monkey King, they're still trying to get this Darkseer. They don't quite have the damage. They do have the help from Kaka as well as Chalice. He makes an appearance. Comes up from the stairs. They'll take out one. They'll look for a second. Mira falls. Killing spree for two of these heroes on the side of RNG. And it is just all getting exacerbated by this aggression from Royal Never Give Up. And they're certainly not giving up in game 2 of this elimination series. There is a trade that's made by Toronto Tokyo.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Flush Kaka out of the jungle, and he gets something out of this.
Yeah, and Troll is trying to catch back up in his own jungle. Darkseer is trying to do the same with the bot lane. When all the pieces come together, like in the mid game, the Dire lineup is going to look very, very strong. I'm just worried about the early game run power of this G lineup. Once this engine is hot, it's not.
So when can it get hot for Spirit?
They will need a lot of teamfight activity. Blink Dagger on the Tiny so they can set up vacuum combos. Maybe the Axe on the Darkseer so everybody gets a little bit more tanky. Troll is itemizing very greedy into a Battle Fury, so he will need time to get with BKB afterwards. I mean, it's still an RNG, of course, to make some plays happen with the lead they have. But even if we go super late, like Odie is one of the scariest late gamers.
Right now, sitting third on the net worth for that OD. Timber's not too far behind, but the rest, they're starting to really trickle back. X-Nova's going to be the one who ends up taking this potentially. Avalanche, toss, and, well, got the save from Somnus. Now, maybe a turnaround. The wall is down, Miposhka is gone, and the rest of the team needs to leave. They really need to get out of there. Oh, they collapse. That's a big problem. Those getting another kill. He's dominating. RNG themselves are really dominating around the map.
Close to 3k advantage already. Not super massive, but considering the items that the Dire is going for, the timings will be quite delayed. Obviously, the Battle Fury means it won't be very strong at all. We're going for the Axe on the Darkseer. We have that, and it might just be a case of going for too greedy of an item build while losing the early game. Over, we have seen it many.
10-4 already. Somnus almost has that Witchblade. The smoke, they want to go again.
Odie's damage output right now is ridiculous. Whoever he sticks on, they're dead. Imbassaur or Troll or Tiny.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Seer might become mincemeat. Maybe even Mira. Avalanche is out onto the OD. Chase is on. They want collapse, and collapse they do right on top of them. X-Nova with the kill. And it is, again, RNG, whose movements around the map have been quite easy so far. I will say it has left them with the Troll up over top and free to farm. Dispose in the telekinesis. A little bit of an alley-oop there, and he'll unleash, but can they unleash the damage onto this kill? They can with Somnus getting the last click. Toronto Tokyo pulling that chakram back. They've got Miposhka over to the side, but they don't have this Troll to work with, and they don't have the Darkseer yet, but he finally TP's back in. And
there's a Eclipse that we spoke about.
They have enough. Starts to go after Chalice. Chakra's out, and now they're going to go for the Timber. He tries the Timber Chain away. Here comes the Troll to try and fight. The Static Storm is down with the Wukong's command going out from Ghost. They get that kill on Miposhka. They look over on the other side. They'll take out X-Nova. It's Toronto Tokyo who grabs that. So now, with the Timber Chain following this up, trying to find more, is inside of Team Spirit. They'll take out Somnus, and that's looking all right. Boundless Strike, Yatro in some trouble. Spirit Vessel on him. He'll burn away and really get the soul sucked out of him. Mira, he'll fall to 2 more kills for the side of RNG. It looked good for Spirit for a moment with that kill on Somnus, but then it all fell apart as they continued to chase.
Bottom tower is under attack.
As I said, they're very reliant on the Static Storm, right? They used Static Storm, didn't really have the kinetic field though. If they had a kinetic field there, this game, or this fight rather, got completely different. Like 3 heroes trapped in the kinetic field, plus Static Storm combination. But yeah, it just didn't really work out for them. Get the OD, sort of the consolation prize, but yeah, the team fight is still very much in favor of RNG, who continue to scale very nicely. Change any sort of items, nope. The Ice of the Battle Fury, lots of pressure there.
So you do get Somnus. The troll shows up. Doesn't really feel like he's outputting much.
Yeah, he also died.
Yeah.
Which means his battlefield is delayed even more. And you just see, like, playing troll can be such a double-edged sword, right? Like, he ult him with 50 health, because otherwise he's gonna die.
Gosh, Maposhka just
like Maposhka's dead.
It's an easy kill every time, and X-Nova's gonna go for more. Alishi. Once again, they'll steal the avalanche. Collapses in, and he's close, so he does have a wall in a second. Dealing again without the disruptor, without the static storm. They get behind the tier 2 tower, and they should be a-okay. RNG, they're staying a little bit, but I don't think Spirit are that unwise enough to really continue on forward. Maybe Mira gets caught, but he's by the trees, potentially looking to bait something out, but he's got no help, so
Radiant's
that would be a big issue.
Has fallen.
So the net worth lead is actually not big at all for the how big the discrepancy is with the kills.
Yeah, 16 to 6. I mean, a 10-kill lead, you'd think it'd be more than this.
They're not farming a whole lot. They're putting on a lot of pressure, but the kills honestly don't matter super much in Dota anymore. It's about how efficient can you be around the map while you're getting those kills. And you see trolls not really far behind.
They're gonna go. And let's see what they can get. Throw down the stack. Into the wall. That is a combo of the ages. Spirit, though, they're hit by the stolen avalanche, and the Sanity's drops. They lose themselves, collapse. Mira, he's gonna fall 2. The avalanche onto 3. They've got the chakram landing only on Akaka. RNG, they are getting away with quite a bit. Boundless strike, they'll pull back Kaka. That's not where you want to be, Maposhka. Now Toronto Tokyo's in trouble. He'll be disposed of, and well, so will his health. That ends up being 4 kills. Again, Spirit tried for the second fight, the second breakfast, and they just come up hungry.
You have to be very careful here, Engage. Like, you blew everything in the initial fight, which also Chalice made an amazing play. Like, he got 2 heroes out of the combo with a very well-placed Sprout, so they got pushed out of it. But, yeah, they come out short again. Where was the damage? Like, they had none.
The seeds of fortune.
Looked like it was there for a second. I believe Kaka stopped the aggression.
Let's look at the fight again. Like, I want to see where Timbersaw was, because Timbersaw is the big damage dealer in those fights. If he doesn't lay into pain, nobody really can.
So Static Storm back in the wall.
Here too.
Kaka turns around and throws an avalanche.
That avalanche was absolutely massive as well.
Yeah, Sanity's dropped too. It doesn't get them many kills there, but eventually you get 2. That looks pretty good. And then Spirit want to go back in. This is the surprising part. You're going back in without the heroes you need.
And now they're going to Roche, because of course, OD is one of the best Roche heroes nowadays. Catch. Look at his damage up with Roche. 300 damage per hit. No problem whatsoever. The question is, who they get the Aegis to? Probably OD. The most valuable hero right now.
Kaka stealing Iron Shell as the Aegis is claimed by Somnus.
6k lead already now. Starting to ramp up.
Now this could end up being a pretty quick game if RNG continue down this hill. And they're really snowballing out of control. There aren't many answers for Spirit. We've seen glimpses of hope, but just those glimpses of hope have been thrown back at the Wolves.
Yeah, the problem is, those glimpses won't really be there anymore because BKBs are on the horizon already. Monkey King has his already, and OD is just
Dire's top
half
tower
away
is
from
under
this.
attack.
Once those are up, they don't really have great instance stuns. They have 1 avalanche, that's it.
Are fortified.
After that, BKBs
Radiant's
are king.
middle tower is under attack.
BKB, King stands supreme.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
They'll go top, they'll pressure the tower. Of course, they've got Chalice again on this Nature's Prophet, so they've got the Treants coming through with that shard. Sprout again, Treants again, here we go. And nobody from the side of Spirit here to stop this.
Dire's top tower
Simple and easy, and the outposts
Radiant's
available.
middle tower is under attack.
news is items are about to come online for some BKB on troll. About 2,000 gold away. Axe almost done in the darks here.
Visibility.
Yeah, those BKBs are gonna be really, really scary. Hang on, Mira's
Yeah,
dead.
look at this. Mira,
Is under
just
attack.
no chance to survive. They want to go high ground. They want to push for more. They've got the Aegis. Why not?
They don't have great depush either. Timbersaw isn't there right now. Trains are just lobbering the top. Lost 1.5 health already.
Not good. If you're a fan of Team Spirit, and they're gonna 4-man smoke.
Looking for a troll.
Look at that building damage. Obviously, Prophet just leading, but by how much? And there's just none on Spirit.
Yeah.
Zeros across the board.
I'm actually surprised they got the bot tower. That was creeps only.
Oh,
Yeah.
these smokerinos, bros. That was epic.
Creeps do help.
Oftentimes.
Yeah. They
Usually
give you
best
gold.
friends.
They fight with you.
Look at Yatoro.
They push with you.
Start playing them. Staying in the trees where it's safe. That's a Yatoro special though. When they're behind you, always does that. Always hiding and playing in very deep in the jungle. If he's not too careful though, they're looking for him still.
Yeah, he needs to kind of watch out here. He's going for that BKB. He's sitting top for his team, close to top of the net worth, but the rest of the team is significantly far behind.
Yeah, for sure. And a troll is very easily kiteable, especially by an OD.
A 7K lead RNG. They are sticking together quite a bit. That was what was maybe holding them back in terms of net worth, where they're not farming as efficiently as maybe Spirit are trying to hope that they can do.
Dire's middle tower
You can
is
see,
under
again,
attack.
Yatoro, he's on the other side of the map. He's just trying to farm. He doesn't want to be involved in this at the moment. Until he's got that BKB, he's AFK.
They're giving up the entire map though.
And that's a big risk. I mean, it's high risk, potentially high reward. For RNG, it's low risk, and hey, we'll take it. Give us everything. Took your top tier 2 for nothing. Took your mid tier 2 for nothing. You're not making us use any of our arsenal, and they're happy to keep it that way.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Everything up.
You're almost as
The
good
high
as
ground
me.
again, at least for some rotations. They could also just go for the top because the tower's pretty much down.
Metro has a stack to try and finish off the recipe and finish off the BKB, but here come the treants. The Chakram is out. This time Toronto Tokyo is here. Throw out the kinetic field, but Chalice doesn't care for that. They still look in. They get the tier 3 up in the top lane. This could be the final fight if they're not too careful, and they've already lost Collapse. BKB was popped by Somnus. He's still working with the Aegis in his hands. They've got themselves the glimpse into the kinetic field. No. Astro Imprisonment is out by Somnus, so that'll keep X-Nova close. And that's going to be a full set of racks over top, all in sacrifice to get this BKB finished here on Yatoro. So you gotta hope that, again, you're rooting for Spirit, that this is worth it. But it is such a high risk. They've given up so much for this. It really feels like they're going to fight one time with this BKB, and then if they don't have it, they're never going to have it.
I mean, he already had his BKB. They just chose to give up the Drex because they know without Darkseid they can't really take any peace fight. Even with Darkseid, but where the stun's gonna come from? There's gonna be a BKB soon on Toronto Tokyo, so that's probably when they're gonna try to smoke up and take a fight. But yeah, or they're actually already smoking up at 4 before they finish the Ghost. Never used his BKB, so how did they kill him? God knows. Maybe he doesn't find his BKB button.
Maybe they just catch him in the trees.
Or if they cut down the tree, that's like the only.
And they'll try for it. Now the balance strike is out. They turn this around. They've got the Spirit Vessel through. The Avalanche is in, but the BKB's been popped by Ghost. They've got Toronto Tokyo low. Astro Imprisonment. That should be it for the Timber. He's going down, and he will be saying Timber. Somnus with the killing spree. 10K lead here for RNG. I mean, they really don't use much to fight back. And Spirit gave up. The second that Toronto Tokyo was caught out by himself, they knew with the Spirit Vessel, he took so much damage so quickly. Why fight? We don't have it. And they're going to back up again, and RNG will continue to take over the map and continue to farm and push this lead.
Dire are scanning.
gonna be bad. He's
Dire's
building
middle tower is under
Once
attack.
that's up, maybe there's a way they can kill these BKB targets. But until then, they have absolutely nothing. If they're not on the high ground right now, I literally don't defend. They're just waiting for the Monkey King BKB, which is up to 40. Push again.
And Roche potentially up in a minute 21, so that might be the timing as well.
Radiant's
You're confident
bottom
enough to
tower
take Roche.
is
I
under
don't
attack.
know if Spirit really feel like they can defend that. They could try, but that might be where the last fight takes place.
They have to. They have. Can't give away another Aegis. The shot as well. It's very powerful. The Heroes of the Radiant. Yatoro needs to get into his Basher before the next team. A Surge Troll with Basher BKB can potentially make a big difference. I say potentially, but there's a lot of kiting potential as well.
Oh yeah, for sure.
They have the Rubik shot, they got OD Astral of course, they have the Dispose. Rebound for extra
Radiant
movement
are
speed. Even
scanning.
Sprout can be super annoying because you can't use any items while you're battle tranced.
They're smoked up. They don't need Chalice here. You can look for a fight. Come anytime.
OD's just hitting for like 450 more.
Look out, the fallen rock!
Here they go. Spirit over into their own triangle. Still trying to farm up, still trying to find space on this map that is being claimed by Royal Never Give Up. Right now they are Royal, and they certainly aren't giving up at all. Got everything to fight for in this elimination game, and Spirit, they have one to give. They're up 1-0, but they'd like to get it done in a 2-0 fashion. It's not looking likely, but always a chance with this team, right?
With me!
Yeah. Despite the draft looking like it's going to be hard to pull off, there's always chances. Basher is just around the corner. I'll go for
Radiant's
that.
middle tower is
Long
under
Roche.
attack.
Once that Basher is up, they have realistic chances of actually killing.
Shadow Blade picked up for Ghost.
The ability is in.
Certainly has shown itself to be so, and the truth in this series thus far. Question is, does that trend continue? Basher very close to being finished here for Yatoro. He's also looking for the Blink Dagger. He's sitting 4th on the net worth. The rest of the team nowhere near close. And you can see the amount of gold that Kaka has compared to Mira on the Tiny. It just isn't even close. So Kaka's got a lot of utility, especially with that shard. He's got the telekinesis upgrade. And I don't really know what you expect to get done if you're Spirit in these fights. The kiting potential, like you've been saying, it really is there for RNG. Sprout,
Radiant's bottom tower
as well as
is
the
under
Astral
attack.
Imprisonment.
Basher is done. We're gonna be looking for a fight here. 5-man smoke. The lanes are pushed in, so it's very obvious the smoke, but if you're not too careful, they get caught off guard.
Ghost could be the one, and that might lead
We're still
to
farming, they see him.
potentially get Roche, but the timing doesn't exactly work out. It's still down for 50 more seconds. They want to go. They want to catch him with Glimpse. They've got the Blink as well as the Avalanche. Now with the BKBB pop. Ghost. Ooh, Bash. That's one. They're looking for more. He goes in. Viz. They've got the dust. They drop the wall. The Astral Imprisonment is on to Yatoro, so he's able to escape so far on Ghost. But the BKB gets popped by Toronto Tokyo. They look for the Glimpse. It's over to the side. It's on X Nova. They found themselves Marcy while the rest of the team is in. Toronto Tokyo, he'll TP away. They get the kill onto the Marcy, and that's just one. But is one enough? Roche in 20, and Spirit still grasping at straws to try and get their way back in. They're gonna need a full hay bale to really make any sort of comeback.
Roche is about to be some more. They still have a vibe against Marcy, so it should be the biggest issue that he's sidelined right now.
Even with Marcy, I feel like, or even without Marcy, I just really,
Also without BKB also.
yeah.
He's gonna have 4 shot.
That is on cooldown for another 50 seconds, so Roche is up. He doesn't have it for 45.
Very
If you're RNG, you know that.
Dire's
And you might
bottom
just be
tower
willing to go
is under
in.
attack.
Very fast Hex pickup on the OD, so he's going to be... If you get Hex before you BKB, you're just dead.
Right.
Like, OD's damage output right now is absolutely...
Spirit, they've been sticking together, and they're going to smoke together.
On the quiver as well, of course.
Close onto the low ground with the kinetic field. They've got the stun, the telekinesis. They'll clip Yatoro. He's going to need some help. They've got the sprout, the chakram, everything. Well, the chakram to try and protect him is not going to do anything as the Sanity's Eclipse gets dropped by Somnus. And Yatoro, after being clipped, is going to be killed off. So will Mira. And that just makes Roche that much simpler for the side of RNG.
Look at that Roche damage. If Odie gets online, just like strong hero. As I kind of already said before. Perfect Odie game. Somnus also is known for his OD. I also believe this style fits him much better than this mean to hammer OD. He likes to pay much more. Yatoro is up on 30, but they might be down on the other side by that.
And then I guess the benefits of being down two sides is what you're gonna have. You know they're gonna come through that third side, right?
Potentially.
Or just end the game.
The other two sides with the smoke. Lots of plays to be had. I just saw that troll. He got 3 hit by the OD.
Avalanche, toss, static storm. And Kaka certainly want to get if they can finish him off. They've got the glimpse. That'll send back Ghost.
Kill is a kill.
And you'll take anything you can get at this point.
Yeah. But this isn't really gonna give you too much map back. Toronto Tokyo is building into a hex, so maybe after that they can start fights on their terms.
Dire's
There's like a lot of
tower is under
ifs
attack.
and when is for Team Spirit, but they're not just gonna sit back and RNG and allow them to farm it.
Right.
Probably be looking to end the game relatively soon.
We'll defend bottom. Kaka's up in 10. This team just pulling away. Going for the Blink Dagger next on the OD. He's got the Hex, he's got the Witchblade, and Aegis for 3 minutes, 22 seconds. Like Chalice's build, Solar Crest, Spirit Vessel, Drums, Force Staff, going for the AC. It feels like he's doing everything that's necessary for him and his team. He's certainly been there in times of need. And Yatoro's over to the side. Do they make the jump here on RNG? Looks like Team Spirit are anticipating a move like this. They're placed down, they've got themselves the telekinesis as well as the Hex. That comes in and they'll get the kill out onto Toronto Tokyo. They'll look towards the rest. Somnus moving forward, looking for Yatoro. They had the Solar Crest on him and the rest of the team backing away. So just Toronto Tokyo, but again, kills a kill. And especially for RNG, it makes it harder for Team Spirit to defend and puts them even further back.
Yeah, and as long as Team Spirit is not base RNG, they're stuck in the base. RNG is gonna keep farming, keep growing, keep getting stronger. Blink Dagger on OD now as well, so he has power to initiate.
They're gonna go in. They've got the telekinesis. Can they get this kill on Tamira? It's pretty simple. They did pop the BKBs with the wall placed down, and they'll
Radiant
lift,
structures
but
are fortified.
glimpse. They'll try.
Dire's bottom tower is
They're
under
not gonna
attack.
get it. The Astral Imprisonment is just so simple. There's never really a chance to think that you are going to bring somebody back with that glimpse. The OG last pick has certainly showed to be a thorn in the side of Team Spirit and has been the ultimate counter so far.
One power down. I mean, there's just not a whole lot Team Spirit can do at all. They're just sitting in base, waiting for the next time.
Dire's bottom tower has
More
fallen.
hoping that RNG makes a very grief mistake, but there's no BKBs right now, so it's probably the best time to try and look for a fight. And in 40 seconds, those are back up.
Right.
And your winning chances are 5% again.
Dire are scanning.
Let's see. Does RNG continue to hold this high ground in the triangle? These creep waves making it look easy. It's a 20k lead. Spirit hoping to hit double digits on those kills and hoping to bring this one back, but hopes are dwindling. The hopium and copium is on deck here. Somnus looking for the blink target in, and it might be Yatoro. They've also had the help from Kaka to make the move. He's got that blink dagger. He's going for the Ags, that telekinesis. The range that he's got to start these fights has been troublesome, to say the least, for Team Spirit. They all go up towards top. They'll make the wraparound. But the creeps are in. Toronto Tokyo will take care of that. Mira and Yatro maybe expecting a rotation, but cleaning up those creeps, it's still kind of looking like an obvious move, and RNG aren't moving. We're staying here. We're in the triangle. We're going to keep cleaning up the creep waves. You want to fight? Come to us.
Just playing the economy game. They can just wait for the next Roche. They can wait forever, really. Like, their late game is very scary. All these best late games in the game. Same with Monkey King. They push Prophet while being 2 sides down already.
Kind of hoping that they do come through bottom, but at the same time, Spirit aren't there, so they'll knock through the door and, or well, knock on it, and nobody's going to be home, and break on it. Gier thinking about the plan to break on through to the other side. It would be tough for Spirit to focus on a plan of their own. Right now, it just feels like it's move its 5, get a little bit of farm, get some of the map back for them so they can find something. And hope that this next fight goes right, because on Troll, what are you looking for right now? It's going to be the Abyssal Blade. He's still pretty far away from that. Doesn't have a lot of gold to his name. Now you've got the Ags on Kaka. He becomes even stronger. Toronto Tokyo, like, he's not close to his next item either. So RNG are certainly in a fit spot to fight, and I don't know if and when Spirit are going to feel confident. It hasn't felt like it all game.
Radiant
At the same time, though, RNG can't just allow them to farm their core items up, which they also realize, so they're going to smoke up. Whoever they find is going to get blown up. Charles is baiting.
Toronto Tokyo, he's there, but again, the telekinesis from a distance, that's going to be the BKB being popped by Toronto Tokyo and moving in, but Ghost, he's got the Bansher, they have the right clicks, that BKB's worthless, sir. It's all physical coming your way, they've got the Hex, the right click in, now they're going to move, they're trying to get this kill out onto Somnus, but they're 4 steps away. They've got the Sprout, they'll toss him up, they'll bring over Yatro, but he's going to be killed off dead for 80 seconds, no buyback. Looking like the beginning of the end here, but Poshki in trouble, drops down the Static Storm, 2 dead on the side of Team Spirit, they'll look over Toronto Tokyo to get themselves another. Collapse with a normal punch as well as the wall down. Challenge trying to fight. The Boundless Strike is in from Ghost, and they will finish off this Spirit lineup. There really isn't much left in the tank. They fought back on everybody. They've got the Avalanche coming out on the Kaka. The tree gets tossed, and Toronto Tokyo finally takes care of Chalice. But there's the Sanities. There's another kill for Sonic. They look over Toronto Tokyo once again. They said, wrong city, sir. They'll go for more. They'll want Mira. They've got the Hex. Collapse can just watch. It's an hourglass on his back, but it's not going to turn back time for the time of Team Spirit as they'll take out Mira. He'll buy back, but there it is. Sprout again. Astro Imprisonment toss up by Mira. Finally getting the kill on Somnus, but it doesn't matter. It's just a tiny. What can this little pebble do to the side of RNG? It's nothing. The answer is nothing. You get nothing, except, well, now the crowd, they get game 3. Because this one is certainly in the books here for RNG. Kaka, telekinesis. Really hoping that soon they'll tap out, but they can finish the job themselves. A 4-staff back, a Spirit Vessel on him. The Treants hitting the tier 4s, and the throne is exposed. All Mira can do is hope, but there's the Wukongs, and there's the GG. RNG take game number 2. They force it to a game 3 elimination decider, and